Yo, what's good? What's happening? We back, brand new episode of Threes from the Ring podcast. It's your boy Chris J. As always, got the boy Tyler here.
Yo.
Got the boy Trail Sav here.
Look, I'm not going by that no more. Even though the reason it still say Trail Sav right there is because I can't spell what my real name is. I am Nostradamus. Nostradamus.
We gonna get to
I've
that.
seen all this before in a past life, bro. Look, bro, betting companies. If you watching this, some intern watching this, go ahead. Let me. I don't like betting, and I don't bet, but I throw some parlays to help niggas make some money. Cause I haven't been wrong yet. That's all I gotta say.
You know, the crazy thing is, I'm mad I ain't put that in the topic list. We got to open up with that, but let's finish the housekeeping stuff. Watching us on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow us on the Facebook page and our TikTok page, UTM Clips. Please check out all the content. New episode of Attack on Culture on there. Day Trail and Cam gave you guys impressions on Dispatch and the new Jurassic Park game. Plus, Day Trailing. Well, I think I was on the episode as well when we told you guys what Xbox plan was, and they pretty much gave you guys the plan. So check that episode out. But you guys here listen to us talk about basketball and wrestling, unfortunately. So with that said, we're gonna go ahead and get talking about it. But first, pretty much in the midst of a very, very epic opening week for basketball, you can't really do the NBA without dramatics. Let's just be real. So with that said, the fans did a sweep. They did a sweep. They was not playing. You wake up and you see, hey, Terry Rozier, Chauncey Billups, and Damon Jones arrested by the feds because of gambling allegations. Now the funny thing is, we saw Terry Rozier's name. We like, I thought he beat the case. Nah, he beat the case with the NBA. See Chauncey Billups' name. He just lost the game. I think who did they lose to that night? Was it the Lakers? It was somebody. It was a random team. I just know they lost that game. And then Damon Jones, that dude is.
I think it was Memphis.
Lose to Ja. I think they lost to Ja and them, or they beat Ja and them, and then next thing you know, you getting arrested. Is insane. And Damon Jones, look, bro.
Damon Jones ain't been in the league in forever.
That dude not even coaching right now, G. So look, bro, that dude was chilling with his peoples and the feds did the sweep. So, but really crazy news in the midst of NBA's opening week. All I can sit here and say with that whole situation, it does really go back to gambling is bad. Let's just outright be real with it. Gambling is bad. Do I have a FanDuel account? Yes. But I use it very casually and sparingly. $1 bets. Actually 50 cents now because we live in the state of Illinois. 50 cents is taxed on your bets. So 50-cent bets. And I'll probably do it once a week. So I'm not a maniac like some people I know. Not judging anybody. I'm not a maniac like some people. But this is what happens when sports gambling has really no barriers. In the league, both, and this goes for all sports actually. I'm not even going to put this more on the NBA, but this goes for all sports. You guys are pushing it. You're pushing it to the kids. You're pushing it to adults. You're pushing it to fiends. You're pushing it to women. You're pushing it on everybody to the point where you can't even think about basketball, football, baseball without gambling. You feel the need. FanDuel commercials, Bet365 commercials. Look at videos on YouTube and whatever. Oh, what is this? Bet. So it's unfortunate, but this is what happened. Now, Trey, I'll let you get your thoughts on this first. But overall, this is hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is so weird. I don't even think people watch sports naturally anymore just to watch it. Like, cause I'll watch sports. Let me go into this. I had a small stint in betting. Chris, my best friend, future best man in my wedding, in the running to be the godfather of my kids. he introduced me into gambling after giving him all that praise. I didn't know Chris used to put just like $1 down in his 14,000 leg parlays. I didn't know that.
Crazy parlays, G2. It was
I used to throw $20 on 5-leg parlays. I was like, yo, what is this? Because I'm losing. I'm like, I'm not getting the thrill that I used to. That I should get from, doing this. So I thought to myself, you know what I should do? Stop doing this because I'm wasting money. And somebody keep trying to hack into my FanDuel account. But I always got an email. But so I say all that to say is that if you are a person whose life is revolved around betting on your favorite sport and is not casually, seek help. And what I mean by that, there are professional gamblers who know how to make money. And these people got the gambling stuff down to a science and also enough money to cover their losses. If you are not one of those people, wrap it up, bro. Now, shout out to all my niggas locked up. For some petty reason, when you go to jail, you get a +5 in your gambling efficiency. Because them niggas be putting in parlays, and that's the reason why them niggas rich up in there. I ain't talking to y'all. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. But everybody else, bro, if you not winning at least 50% of your time when you gambling, bro, stop it. Get some help. Because it's not helping. It's making sports a worse place. None of you niggas are like Chris and just putting $1 down or 50 cents. I ain't gonna hold you. On Twitter, somebody posted his parlay. He did the same thing what you did. I don't even want to know the names they called to him in that post. I don't want to show you that though, because I was like, "Why don't Chris do that? That's bogus." But all in all, stop it. Get some help. Call the hotline. Call it. It's there for a reason. And if you need better things to do with your money, I can give you my cash app. I'm pretty sure Chris and Tyler will also do the same thing. Give it to us.
I got bills,
so
if you need,
my kid needs some milk.
This kid needs some milk. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just gonna flash out on clothes and video games, but it will be used to make reviews in or for women. So it is okay for you to give us that money. I don't know what Chris gonna spend it on. Oh, he said bills. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't got that many bills. I'm in an okay situation right now. But it is a call the hotline, please.
Make that joint bling, G, please, like Drake said. But Tyler, your thoughts on the whole gambling doing a sweep?
I mean, it was gonna happen eventually. Gambling only leads to two things: you're losing all your money, or somebody showing up at your door, and hopefully it'd be the police rather than somebody else. But yeah, it's not the most surprising thing in the world, but the NBA definitely has a gambling problem. They've been had a gambling problem. It's just now it's like really on Front Street because everybody has access to it, and the players feel like they should be able to, even if you just trying to do it in a not so, I don't know, I guess to say cheating way. They don't have the luxury to do it, which y'all make millions of dollars anyway. So what you really need to do it for, unless you just not smart with your money. But yeah, they got a gambling problem. It's all that, as simple as that.
It really is. It's just unfortunate, and it's the U.S. Senate sent Adam Silver a letter saying, "Bro, how y'all let
America has a gambling problem? Really, it's a
countrywide issue." But it's just they're taking it serious because you gotta look at it. We gotta look at certain situations that's happened since we all of age, pretty much. Michael Jordan's father it still goes back to him, bro. I know. I'm sorry. Look, if they're gonna dig to look, because if LeBron is guilty, we're gonna have to look at 3 of the greatest players that ever played this game. Muggs putting LeBron's name in it. Look, we gotta put Jordan's name in it. And hey, look, the Lakers and Kobe in them, bro. Look, if I'm Chris Webber, I'm gonna be like, look, investigate that. If I'm Chris Webber, Bibby, D-Box, I'm like, look, I will have a ring. What's for them?
I can't wait until the NBA gambling doc come out. It'll be fired.
Oh, bro.
I got a question,
Netflix doc.
I got a question. If anybody see if I make this into a clip, where did this stuff start? Because you're back in the early 2000s and 90s and stuff, you have the Pete Rose, you have the NBA referee. Then it just slowly was in the background, like mobsters and stuff who did really all the gambling. When did it come back to just being a nationwide thing in which everybody just gambles?
Once FanDuel and draft. Okay,
gambling apps came out.
That. No, you can arguably say fantasy sports kind of was the start back, but necessarily it was like a healthy way. Like anybody who did, like you could do some fantasy leagues, like legal fantasy league and make money. And then eventually, I forgot who did the fantasy league where like you could do it daily or weekly. You pick your players. If you pick the right players, you win X amount of money. Cool. That then evolved into where FanDuel was easily accessible in the palm of our hands. Then DraftKings came behind it.
At least with the fantasy sports thing, it was more so like how you were explaining. Like that was almost like pretty much like playing a raffle.
It was.
Now it's like with the gambling apps that everybody has access to. You can put as much as you want to, and they don't care. They might have that number down there for you, but there ain't too much they could do.
It's really not, because nobody's looking at that. Like it pops up, right? Look, it pops up twice. When I log into the app, it pops up when you about to deposit your $5 to whatever amount of dollars you about to put on there, and then it pops up again if you on the app too long. They're like, "Hey, bro, you've been on the app a little too long, G."
And I think that's kind of the funny thing that the gambling sites are covering their butt. They giving the information to the FBI and say, "Look, these are the props people putting in. This is kind of fishy." But also, like, the reason I asked that is because now gambling is kind of a sport. Is one with sports culture, and that's weird. Now,
I would say it's always been, but now because of like social media and everything, it's all on Front Street. Literally anybody could do it now.
Yeah, because I will sit and say this: my uncle, my dad's twin, he has always been into sports gambling, but because he did it in Vegas, and plus even when he was home, he'll just call in his people in Vegas, put his book in, and then go from there. The only place that was legal to gamble in person was Vegas to do your sports gambling. And you had to be either plugged or you was just that good. Like my uncle, he if I could get him on a podcast one day, he gonna break it down and be like how you can be really good at it, which I'm gonna put a real discretion on that episode if that ever occurs. But my uncle was one of the people who would legit tell me like, "Hey, y'all, this was probably gonna end up happening," blah blah. And 8 times out of 10, he was right. Like he understood odds and all of that. If I really wanted to be good at gambling, I would probably talk to him, but I don't want to be good at this because then my $1 bets is going to turn to $5 8-leg parlays that's going to hit, and I'm walking out with $3,000 every week. But I don't want to do that. That's how Terry Rozier's occur, where you leave games early and then you go hang out with your mobster buddies and y'all counted the money. Insanity at its best. So I don't want those type of problems. Like, hey, but either way, I don't
even think I see like a true solution to it other than taking it away from everybody. At least the apps and stuff, but it's too much money. That's
too much money, especially
they don't care if you're getting in trouble for it.
Like, think about it. They don't
tell you to do nothing illegal.
Like, no, like you, and you're right, but that's not gonna have a reason why. states are going to tax it like how Illinois already did. We're going to tax you 50 cents per bet. Some people, like I got a homie. He literally, one of my coworkers, he lives in Indiana. He like, bro, I can't even make my bets out here, bro. I got to wait till I get home. Like, because he don't want to pay the tax. But it's one of those things where when it's to a point where you can tax it, you know you can make a profit out of it. And you know people who don't care, they're going to do it either way. Oh man, well, that $20 bet's now a $19.50 bet. No, well, guess what?
It's almost the same thing with like gaming with like the loot. Like, remember they had to take like the whole thing about like microtransactions and like the whole looting thing to the Supreme Court and everything to try to get them to regulate it, and they couldn't really do nothing about it.
Do nothing either, shoot. But hey,
because they know people are just gonna keep buying the shit.
Pretty much, but hey, let's just hope this don't really get worse. People saying, "Oh, the NFL is safe." Look, bro. Look,
you think it's nasty right here? The NFL, they probably got some stories.
Oh,
baseball probably got some stories.
Baseball. I don't think that Pete Rose scandal was so big. I don't think it will ever happen again.
Bro, Shohei.
Never mind. Shohei Ohtani did it. So.
Shohei Ohtani threw his freaking translator under the bus, and he's about to win the second World Series.
Never mind.
Hey, but
I want one last question. Who snitched?
Whoever didn't get their money.
Malik Beasley hasn't gone over a body of water yet, so it might not have been him.
Some people said Gil. Well, hey, I'm joking, family of this person that I'm about to say. I'm joking, completely joking. All I gotta say is the Porter brother, after he got jammed up, kind of crazy.
Hey,
other niggas got put in too.
And his brother was moving like he pocked this summer too, so it's like he felt like he was a little safe. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. But
I don't want to cast no aspersions on nobody, you know.
Look, man, somebody talking too much. But let's move on.
It had to be somebody that didn't get their money, or got cheated out their money.
When you hear that the feds ain't gonna take you to jail, it is what it is. Like, oh, you don't gotta do no time. You just gotta disappear. Cool. They'll figure it out. The mafia, all those mafia families will figure it out.
But, you know what? Speaking of that, it's fucked up because they were talking to some of the mafia families about this stuff and like how they were like getting like intel from them.
Hey, look, man.
It's a dirty game, man.
It is. And when them GTA 4 families come at you, nothing you can do, bro. Be smooth when Dimitri knocks on your door. But let's move on. All right, so let's actually talk what's on court hoops. Biggest thing going on this first week of hoops is Wemby, G. It's his league to take over. It is what it is. You guys have to deal with it. Yes, Giannis is looking amazing. Luka's looking great before he said, you know what, let me take a couple weeks off. Everybody's looking amazing right now. But Wemby, this man moving different. Really different. And he's making the game look extremely easy. Plus, the Spurs is undefeated going through the first week of the season, too. And they look really great. Not just offensively, but defensively. Scary. But this man Wemby moving extremely different. And I love to see it, G, because we're a very pro Wemby podcast. Trey, your thoughts on Wemby's first week of the season?
I told you niggas so. 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 And I told you niggas so. But in all seriousness, I think Wemby did the perfect thing about when it comes to hype on a player. I think he did the perfect thing of saying like, hey, these people rock with me. Let me not let them down. You know, become what everybody want a basketball player to become. And things of that nature. Stay competitive. Like, a smidget corny to me when he said this, but him saying like, hey, Chet getting a ring inspired me to get better. I'm like, okay, people are going to rock with that. and get behind him because that's he'll be a competitor. Before I go back to Click Glaze and Wemby, I got a question to ask, and not you niggas. Spurs fans, can I hop on the bandwagon? Is there some room? Is there some room? I will buy the jerseys. I will pay my dues to pop. I will go, if I need to take a couple of them San Antonio women down, I will take them down to church. Let me know. I will do it, bro. I need to join this fandom. I got nothing but respect for San Antonio, Texas. That's it. So let me know. Let me know if it's some room on the bus. I'll do some work. If y'all need me to sweep a couple floors on the bus, things of that nature, I get you. Let me know if I can get on that bus, on that bandwagon, bro. Please. I'm down to be a woman. Look, my GOAT about to retire soon, willingly or unwillingly. I need somebody else to pitch my flag behind. The Bulls suck. I need somebody else to pitch my flag behind, yo. So let me know, Spurs fans. Let me know in the comments, like, can I join the bandwagon and things of that nature? And let me know what I need to do. If y'all gotta jump me in like I'm a Crip or something like that, I got you. If I gotta check in with David Robertson, I got you. If I gotta go boxing with Tim Duncan, I got you. Just let me know. I'll do it.
I think we good because we are pro Tim Duncan on this podcast. So hey,
I let y'all niggas know I got Tim Duncan top 6, man.
Top 5.
You got him top 5.
See?
I don't want the Kobe stands killing me, so
I don't care. Never did. But Tyler, your thoughts on Wemby so far this season, and just the Spurs too?
I think the Spurs look really good. We're still waiting to see how De'Aaron Fox is going to mesh back in with how they're currently playing. But if they could keep this up, what'd you say?
I said, get ready to learn Chicago.
Hey, we need somebody, man, because I don't believe in these niggas right now. I don't care if they are 3-0, but yeah, the Spurs look good. They look like a young, healthy, good team that can make some noise this season. But Wemby, it's just nothing you could do about that, bro. He's literally, like you said, it's his league to win. It's his everything about his game just benefits him, and it plays, his height plays into it. He's a smart. I think we're gonna really see it this season, but he's really smart too. He's really smart on the court. He doesn't let at that size, you really can't let nobody dictate your pace in the game. He paces himself pretty well. And then it's just the unnaturalness of his game is just unfair, bro. It's just so much that you can't do against him.
No, I definitely agree.
Real quick, one thing I gotta realize is people gotta quit super hating once they found out somebody's really good. Because people, and I understand jokes, that's different. But some people actually don't believe Wemby is that good. And you have to watch a full San Antonio Spurs game to realize how good he is. If you was to watch Wemby and he would go 0 for 15 from the field, and he just horrible at offense. He forgot how to play offensive basketball for 3 weeks. He would still be the best defender in the world and still be worth every single dollar he is. And like Tyler said, we're gonna start seeing how smart he is as a basketball player the older he gets. But even right now, on things that you will see the type of ball he play, he kind of play flashy basketball sometimes. Any other player will shoot in some of the plays he do. This nigga diamond too.
He make the extra pass,
He makes the extra pass.
He's playing Spurs basketball.
But bro, anytime you watch a Wemby highlight and you see him get 2 blocks, but the highlight still got 30 seconds left, nigga, you know it's something crazy about to happen. He about to run down that court, probably break whoever defended him ankles, and shoot a half-court 3. What are we watching, bro?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's to the point where it's he's so good that it's I'm not saying I'm getting tired of it, but I can understand like how people will be like, damn, like we know he's finna get his, his 20 and 12. Like, ain't nothing you can do about it. Like, that's how unbelievable some of his play is. It's like to the point where you just can't believe it sometimes. I don't think people really thought we was gonna get a player like this in this lifetime again, like that Wilt type of player. Like, he's basically modern Wilt.
Bro, I think he's even bigger than that, bro. I think he's up there in like terms of, if we talking like modern players, I think he's up in terms of like Bron type height. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
Because I don't know if niggas was hyping Wilt up at that point. I don't think basketball was that popular of a sport when Wilt was doing his thing. But he got like Bron levels of type of like, it's must see basketball with Wemby on TV type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that's a good thing. We needed that. I don't give a crap about this whole non-American taking over the league stuff. My nigga, that's talk for niggas who ain't got no other thing to talk about when it comes to basketball. Because these foreign niggas has always been good at this sport. But what I'm really trying to say is that, like, I'm excited to watch Spurs basketball. Even when the Spurs were good and they were always in the playoffs and things of that nature, you never seen yourself, unless you was from San Antonio, being like, I'm excited to watch Spurs play basketball tonight. You just know the Spurs is going to play a good brand of basketball. Now it's kind of like, Wemby coming to Chicago, let me see how much them tickets cost.
Speaking of which.
Yeah, like, you don't get that with everybody. It's only like the Currys or people that's at their peak that you get that with, right? And some people are comparing that with even like Giannis. Look, I think Giannis is going to be the MVP this year. Giannis ain't doing it like Wemby on that court right now, bro. It's a whole different level, bro.
And it's not a knock. It's just
it's not. He
just that damn good, bro.
It's
damn. That's
insane. It's in. Damn, Christmas. I mean, November. That ain't a bad. I gotta go some Christmas, so I can't.
I'm gonna try to go to a Bulls game in December, just because I'm gonna try to take my dad to a Bulls game for his birthday. So,
man, I'm trying to get some good Christmas gifts to my people, bro. Like, Roy told me he wants some Creed. He wants some Creed cologne. I looked at that price. I'm telling him, brother, you ain't getting that. I love you, Roy. You ain't getting that. It was $328. You're not getting it. I don't care what site you telling me that you're gonna get it cheap. I don't buy knockoff stuff. So you ain't getting it. Just not getting it. Get you a nice hat and a Men's Warehouse gift card.
Crazy.
You ain't getting that cologne though.
You said he ain't buying the bad knockoffs. But speaking of knockoffs, but I really am hoping this quits the people who saying, well, Bobo can't do this, man. If he wanted to do this, he's been in the league. We would have been
seeing it, bro.
He's been in the league for 8 years, and Bobo hasn't even dropped a 30 ball on a consistent basis. I don't even think he averages a block a game yet. So don't tell me about African folks, G. He ain't cutting it. It's disrespectful at this point, man. He ain't doing this. He could if he really put forth the effort, probably, but he don't love the game like his dad did, G. That's probably what it is. He one of them people. He's like, I made it to the league, I'm happy, bro. I played with KD. KD picked me. For Wemby like, nah, I want to destroy KD, G. That's Wemby's mindset. He a killer. That's what makes us all the better, man. We need our great players to be killers. That man hung out with the monks and then say, you know what, let me go to KG to get that dog, that bipolar dog in me, man.
I knew when he did all that stuff over the summer, like he's finding different ways to lock in. Like, I knew he was gonna come back and kill.
Yeah, and like all it is really health with bro, and I think he's gonna be fine. He is going to be fine. So enjoy these Wemby moments, but this is the scary thing. You gotta deal with them guards who are gonna defend. It's like you gotta get through Castle, Harper a decent defender, Vassell's a decent defender. Couple other, literally most everybody on that team is decent defenders. And then you gotta see him
be nice.
He gonna meet you at the as soon as you enter the paint, and all you seeing is a long arm coming at you like this. What do you want? What are you supposed to do? You're helpless. Like I said.
Also, I like the I don't know if it's becoming a trend, but it seems to be in the Western Conference to a degree. But I like how some of the leagues are finally starting to trust some of their young guns and trying to and basically just like letting them rock out, whether they like superstars or not yet. I think that's in a lot of cases, a lot of teams will benefit from, really actually letting these players get out there and hoop. And stop trying to like every team is not going to be in a situation where like, oh, we one superstar away from a championship, or we got a superstar and you're not doing nothing with them, so they just kind of sitting there. It's like let them young guys play. Like Minnesota's finally starting to let Rob Dillingham play. He
they ain't got no choice.
Yeah,
they ain't got no choice, but it's good. But like San Antonio and Oklahoma City, like they're betting on their youth, and Oklahoma City already benefited from it. So hopefully San Antonio can string together the same, Wemby in this group, because they look. I mean, again, it's only one weekend, so things could change, a month in, but I think they're gonna be pretty solid this season. I think they're gonna make some noise come playoff time.
So I know you want to get to that next topic, Chris. I would have asked y'all this question. Say you are, really happy with Dylan Harper and Castle, and you want to stay with that core around Wemby. What destinations would you send Fox to? I know it's early, but if you say, I like what I see, and I can get something for Fox, what would you see? What would you, what would you think? What teams would you think would entertain a Fox?
It's early, but just based on who in need of a point guard, like, and don't have one who's like hurt, like not like can't count Dallas. Dallas is they just waited on Kyrie, but even then they need to consider it something. But the Heat makes sense. The Heat make a lot of sense to me. The Bucks need to figure something out. The Bucks will be a really something to figure out. Because my assumption is my goal will be to ship him east. It will really, and to be honest, if the Timberwolves hit me up with a good enough offer,
I was just gonna say Minnesota could definitely.
I would listen. Like, you'll have to definitely give me a 2 first. I'm up in the price because you're in the West, but give me 2 first. I don't need none of your guards because we already got a bunch of guards, because you still got Vassell on your roster too. And then Sohan has guard skills too. Yeah, I'll just see what Timberwolves have to offer. I'll take Julius Randle off y'all. That's another big, I feel, who can play with a Wemby. But yeah, Timberwolves, the Heat, the Bucks come to mind. The Bulls, just for joke purposes. If you're the Pacers and you feeling bold, I will consider saying, let me trade for Fox, and then think I could pair him and Halliburton together next season. As an
was Halliburton there when they got Fox? Because remember, Halliburton played for the Kings too.
They did play together for the Kings a bit too.
I can see that.
And another team that's potential is the Raptors. The Raptors, I don't even think have a point guard. I don't even know who their point guard is.
I'm surprised. He named some good teams. I'm surprised you ain't say Houston. Houston
up in that price.
That's the thing. I'm not giving you the Thompson twin.
It's not even. I'm not even saying the Thompson twin.
What you want? Picks and Jabari?
I want Jabari. Yeah, I want Jabari in that trade. Yeah, I would want Jabari, and then you don't really need Tari Eason. But I will ideally, I want Jabari Smith. If you want Fox, if you're that desperate for a point guard, then give me Jabari Smith. I don't need the Thompsons when you can enjoy him. And heck, give us Reed Shepard. He'll be comfortable coming off the bench. We won't be forced to play him. He'll be cool. But just my thoughts.
Yeah, it can make sense too.
I think he's also from Houston too, so I don't think he'd be mad going there.
Yeah, but that's just my.
And I don't necessarily think they would be pressed. Like you said, if they send him somewhere west, I would definitely up the ante to get him. But I don't think they would be pressed about sending him anywhere west either, as far as like sending him to somebody that's competing against them. I mean, they all competing against them. But I think they're confident enough in what they have. It's like they may not feel like they're losing much giving him up necessarily.
I think they're gonna see. Honestly,
depending on how the rest of the players pan out, we still have to see.
You gotta let it work first, but that's all. You just want to see it work first.
I honestly think San Antonio really just like we're in a win-win situation.
Mm-hmm.
Teams are gonna look for guards when it's time to fan guards closer towards the trade deadline. So if something happens in which we have to trade Fox, we can. Or if Fox turned out to be that second option and you bring in Castle or Harper off the bench, or Harper becomes an even better trade piece, there is such a San Antonio probably 3 years out from like really contending like OKC levels of contending. They're like 3 years out. And I think the one thing they need is a wing, or get rid of Harrison Barnes and get you a real, like even I'm not even gonna hold you. Y'all might be like, but what's my man name? Prince, the nigga who look like a broke Prince.
Broke Prince.
What team he play for?
Memphis, and now he's in Phoenix.
Oh, Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks. Defense, that's all you have to do. You don't even have to really knock down all your threes like that. Pure defense. They get a Dort type player. San Antonio there. They get someone like that, like Dort, who all he really want to do is spear a nigga through a barricade.
I'm not mad at that.
That's something.
But like I feel you, like 3 years. I'm gonna say another year and a half, depending. But it just really year and a half. That's the over under. Mainly because just how good he is. And look, I expect Dylan Harper to really start the season this well. And he blends with Castle really well. It's just a case of look. If they can make it work with Fox, you want to try to pull the full season and let it pan out and go from there. It just really depends on a little bit, but they have time to figure out because they do need a wing. Harrison Barnes is just a vet. I think he will stay there just to be. I know y'all got somebody younger and better that's coming in. I'm gonna take the bench role to be y'all vet. I know what it takes to win. I know what it takes to screw up a winning team too, and get sent out for the way better option. But so Harrison Barnes is a good vet to keep around that team because he's still young himself, so he gets it. Being on a young winning team in a moment, you just like, oh man, this is great. So I think they'll keep him, but if a trade arises, do what you got to do. But let's go ahead.
There's no pressure, no rush.
Yeah. Like they chose right. They in a win-win situation. Win. You have nothing but endless winning options. It's just you hope for the best in terms of health consistently. That's all it is. But moving on, just this past week has been really great for basketball. Like besides the gambling stuff, but play on court play wise has been really great. One thing I do want to I'm gonna just personally bring up that my just thoughts on the Dallas Mavericks. I think I had them in playing territory. I had them from playing territory for a reason. The roster makeup is weird. The Cooper Flag as point guard thing, I was high on it, but at the same time, it's very clear you're making a rookie figure out the game and be your leading ball handler when your best player needs the ball in his hand. Anthony Davis. Also, I apologize to Mavericks fans. I was wrong. Lively is the healthy one. I got him and Gafford mixed up. They both always hurt. Sorry. But you got Lively AD on the court. PJ Washington and Cooper Flag dang near have the similar offensive skill set, and they guard similarly. And your only point guard on the roster is D'Lo. And playmaking wise, he's in. He just has chemistry with AD where it works. Find a point guard, G. Find a point guard, G. Is in telling me you waiting on Kyrie to be the point guard when Kyrie's best attribute is his scoring and dribbling. He's a good playmaker. But even LeBron had to tell that man, you should never leave a game with one assist. People forget that among many things in that first year in Cleveland, LeBron told Kyrie, you should never have one assist in the game as a point guard with the talent they have on their roster, as in LeBron James. So with the talent on this team, Kyrie is still not going to be, shouldn't be your primary playmaker. You need a point guard.
I also think they really, like, especially him coming off of ACL, I don't think they should be trying to, not to say that they are, but don't be like kind of rushing him back, because it's almost like you kind of putting pressure on him, like, hey, we kind of need you back so you could.
Yeah, because they said, I think they said Thanksgiving. I was like, bro, what?
Nah, that's you setting him up. That's a setup.
I was like, Christmas at the earliest when I thought, but they said Thanksgiving. I was like, y'all tweaking. Like, don't.
I wouldn't even have him come back that early. Let him come back when he's
ready.
When he's
ready and healthy. That's really it is. But
because Kyrie isn't young anymore, neither. He's like, Kyrie is what, 32, 33?
Yeah, he's in his early 30s. But my thing is, it just goes back to the roster makeup. You want to play extremely big, but these aren't versatile bigs. AD doesn't have a jumper. Well, his jumper's inconsistent since the bubble. Lively doesn't have a jumper. Gafford doesn't have a jumper. PJ Washington is a 35% three-point shooter. Cooper Flag is more of a I can make a three if I'm open type guy. Once again. And then you have all these big bodies, these wings, but you can't shoot threes. That's an issue. You don't have nobody to pass them the ball when open. That's an issue. That's why you're struggling. Trade PJ Washington. Get something for Gafford. And figure it out. Get guards. You need more guards. This is regardless, no matter how we look at it, yes, bigs are making a comeback in this league. Guard play still matters. Look at the finals. Guard play was what made the difference between, guard play is what got the Pacers to 7 games. Is why OKC won.
See if Portland willing to come up off of Drew Holiday.
That'll make sense.
Holiday wouldn't be a bad choice.
I think Houston would be the first one to call because Drew Holiday got ties with Ime too. So.
Yeah. I think they have to wait. Drew Holiday has to wait.
Everybody, I think they have to wait till the
December.
Yeah,
I think for him,
a couple teams have to wait till December. I think Houston has to wait till December too.
Yeah, because the roster moves, so they can't really make any moves. Drew Holiday is an option, but I think once again Houston makes the most sense. And even then, once again, that we could transition to Houston. They're another team who is struggling without point guard play. Sengun is a great playmaker. I think that's honestly his attribute. But the thing is, what makes a playmaking center work, you need a decent playmaking guard. That's why Denver works. Jokic is arguably the best passer on the court, no matter what. But Jamal Murray is a solid playmaker himself. He's a solid point guard in terms of passing the ball himself. Houston needs, unless you want Reed Shepherd to really get more play, I don't know. Amen. You're teaching him to play point guard, but you're taking away from him a little bit in terms of, look, he had to make the proper offensive play. He'll make the right defensive play. He ain't gonna make the proper offensive play consistently yet. He has to grow into that.
Yeah.
So it's just, those are my thoughts on so far as some of these teams you kind of overthought your roster makeup. The Rockets, I give the benefit of the doubt because of injury. The Mavericks, you guys had an off season knowing you wasn't gonna have Kyrie at the latest by March.
It's funny how like at least like every 2 years, the league kind of changes to where like the main need, like a couple years ago, like the main need was people couldn't get a hold of any good wings because they were locked up.
Still, some teams.
Then now it's like you said, the centers are making a resurgence. Some teams needed centers. Now there's teams that need guards.
Yeah, I think also people does this thing in which they think they can be just like the team that won the championship, and that's just not going to happen. Like the way that OKC can play with two bigs is because what Hartenstein can do. Houston gonna get ran off the court with two bigs because they can't space the floor as good as OKC can with two bigs.
Exactly.
Not the same thing. You go to Dallas, even on that aspect, can Anthony Davis shoot a three? Yes. But he's still a post player at the end of the day.
At his best,
Gafford being there is going to hurt. So Anthony Davis is going to have to choke it up and be like, bro, I am a center in this league. Unfortunately. Until you get a big who can, like a Brook Lopez, who can just run to the corner once I get in there and do my work. You know what I mean? But, I agree with y'all. I do want to say this. A team that even we barely even talked about when it came to, what we thinking about next year and stuff. Philly? Hey.
We counted them out for a reason, but them young bulls, it was a health thing, but the young bulls is giving us something to watch.
I think I had them in the play-in. I'm like, they might win enough games to be in the play-in territory, but they could easily be a top 4 team in the East,
bro,
if healthy. And Embiid is actually having a good game tonight, by the way.
Oh yeah, because niggas playing with that. Niggas playing with his name. We joke on the pod, but like niggas really asked him, "Do this team play better without you?" And what you think about that? Why would you?
Sometimes that's what it takes to get you back in that mode, healthy or not. Like sometimes it takes for them to question.
Embiid slap niggas. I don't know why people keep talking to him like he don't slap niggas, bro.
Yeah, he definitely do.
Get a safari punch. But PJ Edgecombe, he is what everybody been asking for when it comes to one of the rookies coming into the league. Mm-hmm. Are you hungry? And he's hungry.
I said that when he got drafted, just the way he kind of holds himself up, I was like, he got the mindset to be a solid player. If he comes in and just hoop and try to make the right plays, like he's gonna be somebody to watch. And he came out that first game and said, "I'm here."
Like, and Tyrese Maxey chip on his shoulder, he ain't get. So it's really gonna look like, bro, what we're gonna do with Paul George when he get healthy, unless suffering too much of a good thing and Paul George plays really well within his role. But can Paul George sit there and be like, can I take a back seat? Can Paul George sit there and be like, is there a possibility of me coming off the bench?
Or just let me step up and be a guard. I mean, defensive first minded, and I pick my moments, G. He could be that guy. Like, look, my knees hurt, G. I can still be when healthy. Paul George was a defensive player of the year candidate one year. He can still be that at the very least.
I mean, but what the minutes looking like? Because you got to remember, Jared McCain's going to come back. So that's 3 people right there that you're going to want to make sure get a bunch of minutes. Are you going to tell Kelly Oubre, who's playing decently right now, back up? What's the guy they just paid?
Quentin Grimes.
Quentin Grimes is probably going to be the one that take the hit, though.
And the thing is, unfortunately, he's young, but like even then, but they have an embarrassment of riches right now.
They got some solid players on the team. It's just health is always going to be a factor into that. But my main thing right now is like, while your young guys is playing, let's go back to what I was saying earlier. Let the young guys just play and while your stars are trying to get back to where they are. Let them get out there and get some burn.
Yeah, because even with Embiid on,
you're not losing nothing by letting them go out there and play because you're not really a contender right now. Even if you are healthy, I really don't see them coming out the East. But
Embiid a fraction to his MVP level, and they play like that.
The man is on a minutes restriction. Had 25 tonight, G.
Yeah, they can. Embiid play really, really well. You got to remember, this is the thing about people don't understand or remember about Embiid. Embiid is a fantastic defender. Really freaking
if he realized he doesn't need based on how the team is set up. Some nights he don't need to be the primary offensive scorer. He could just lock in.
That's why having these guards that can get out there and go get it for you.
Guards and wings.
In the wing, yeah. Because Oubre's been playing really good too. But I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying there's no real expectations on this team to be that good. So if they are, congratulations. But you gotta take it. You gotta take it while you have it.
I'll definitely agree. Any other teams you guys or any players you guys want to talk about before we move on?
Oh, the Pistons right now, they kind of them players that they missing. I think they're missing
Malik Beasley.
It's two other players that they missing.
You can still resign that man for the low. I'm just saying. He wasn't listed.
They probably should. What they looking right now. But I think it's gonna be kind of tough for them to be as good as they were last year. Cade is really he's running that point guard playmaker, but he's really a two guard. So if it's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of nights like the other night where if he's not at his best, then the team is gonna be, it's gonna have to hold that.
Came in the league as a point guard. He was a college point. He was a point guard.
I don't really agree with that.
Yeah, he's just tall.
I mean,
I know that, but
he played like a point forward to an extent.
But what I'm saying is when he's not he don't have all the personnel. Like they lost Tim Hardaway Jr. They lost. Is another shooter that they lost. Like he has to kind of make up for that, with some of his scoring now.
Oh no, I get what you mean.
I think with them it's definitely and I think it's even the same thing with the Rockets too. The Rockets is a tad bit different with injuries and then adding a top 75 player to your team to shake a lot of stuff up. But I think even especially with them, they overachieved last year.
Yeah.
They went from being one of the worst teams in the whole entire world to being one of the better teams in the East. So it's overachievement and having to meet that achievement. You play in the East right now, you play against a lot of teams that's playing with house money. Nigga, if we lose, we lose. If we win, hey, we won.
Right.
There's no sense of urgency for a lot of teams in the East. These is out there.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they gotta make a move or anything. It's just
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But that's why I kind of feel like once the season go on for them, it don't set that many alarms for me going forward for them because it's the season gonna shape up. You're gonna find out what real teams are at, and you're gonna find out some people ain't really like that. Like Chicago, ain't them niggas undefeated right now?
They're 3-0 right now.
Get ready to come down from Earth, from space. Don't believe it.
Vucevic had crazy stats, I think, yesterday.
Look, man, Vooch is playing to get out.
He gonna have his stats though. He trying to get up out of there. Or the Bull. I ain't gonna lie, the Bulls mess around and pay him again, and he be stuck.
No, they not going. Look, if he's playing this good right now, you can get a first.
No, you can't.
You can finesse a first.
You can't get no first. From who? That need a center.
Somebody will be.
One of the only niggas that need a center.
Exactly. Somebody's gonna be desperate enough to throw that man a first. G.
The Warriors wouldn't have enough money to pay him.
You said the Warriors?
The Warriors the only niggas who can use Vucevic right now.
Somebody's gonna be desperate.
Decent amount. The Lakers can use him too, but
the Lakers can use him.
But I don't think Vucevic want to be a stand there and pop type player.
And plus, those
He
type
would
of
fit
guys
well with
really-
Wemby. I mean, well, not Wemby. Luka.
Luka likes live threats at center.
Yeah, and not only that, man, nigga, Luka is one person you thinking of. It's a whole nigga who will be back mid-November. That's just pure. Your whole way of playing basketball changes when he's on the court.
And like now with LeBron, yes, if this was a LeBron based around team in 2018, Vooch would be perfect. Turn that he's literally Kevin Love with who's comfortable.
Yep.
So, but hey man, Vooch been hooping though. I give him man credit where credit is due. But he's playing just to get out of there. It's called look, man. I love Chicago. I love the Eastern European community. But yeah, I got to go. But overall, basketball been decent this season so far. For one, I think people overreact in terms of it's gonna be hard to find the games.
It's not that hard.
If you don't have Channel 5 to watch basketball on Mondays, or at least NBC, let's put it this way. NBC in your local way of watching it, that's an issue. If you don't got a homie who has Peacock, okay, whatever. ESPN, look, at this point, way everybody moved, everybody got some form of cable. You can watch ESPN. Amazon, once again, even though you may not get linked this month, you have Amazon Prime. Just saying. You have Amazon Prime. You know somebody who has Amazon Prime. You're using their account, whether you know it or not. You have access to watch basketball on Friday nights. You guys can watch basketball without alleged means because the Feds is digging everything NBA related.
Streaming is gone anyway, so.
Once again, alleged memes. You didn't hear that clearly what Tyler just said, but alleged memes.
Public knowledge now.
Alleged memes. But you guys can watch these games, G. There's ways to watch basketball on a consistent basis. Unless you're from Chicago and can't watch the Chicago Bulls. That's a whole different
That's the only
that's
real problem that's an issue. Like that's almost a league-wide thing because it's like you said, like if you have YouTube TV, they say you can watch it on this channel, but that channel isn't part of the YouTube TV.
It don't exist at all on YouTube TV.
So that's the problem. Bulls games, you gotta if you have like regular cable, you should be able to watch them. But a lot of people, like for our age, it's not too many people our age that have cable anymore.
But you have access to a streaming service.
You just gotta pick the ones you care about the most and rock with those.
Exactly, and be nice to y'all homies so y'all can share. That's simple as that. Be cool with your peoples, they will share with you. But anywho, let's go ahead and go into wrestling. Fairly slow week in wrestling because based on what y'all complaining about, ain't really nothing to complain about. I ain't gonna talk about that poster that y'all got y'all triggered. But
there's a poster that had people triggered.
They talking about the WrestleMania 242.
So those teasers was just a WrestleMania promotion thing, and yeah, like I said, we ain't talking about that. Once again, we know we all have experienced the warmth of women, so it ain't nothing for us to be triggered by. Anywho, but in terms of wrestling, not much is going on. We will talk about Saturday's night main event, but just something just for Goldberg slander purposes. Dang, I spelled that wrong. Gold big. The way he's acting though, he's begging for attention. But Goldberg hated on Oscar, G. That was really corny. And the reason I'm doing this is because Oscar content is a premium for us. So with that said,
no
Goldberg
Oscar slander will be tolerated.
Exactly.
It's not.
We're just not going to tolerate that. That's one Joshi. We will stand on this pod always. But Goldberg found himself just mad because Oscar, how WWE at the time painted Oscar as like be undefeated. But unlike your streak, was genuinely undefeated, G. But what makes it funny was on Raw last night. So on Raw, they do this random, and once again, it just shows, once again, HB paying attention to stuff. He literally did a whole Oscar promo video for no reason of just like, hey, look, this is her accomplishments, this is her achievements. She was undefeated for like almost 1,000 days. She's won the Elimination Chamber. She's a multi-time champion of all kinds. I was just like, yo, he is hilarious for this, G. Very hilarious. But Goldberg, stop hating on women, G. That's all it is. You just, I get it. You wasn't
Stop
happy.
talking about wrestling in general, bro. Because you at the point where don't nobody really give a fuck about Goldberg no more. Niggas already hate you for ending the career of Bret Hart, and Bret Hart will probably kill you the next time he sees you. Well, then the whole thing that was surrounding his retirement match, he complained about that. It's like, bro, you didn't have to get that. They could have just been like, you done, goodbye.
Pretty much.
What the AEW, nigga?
I would have laughed.
No, that was an option for him. Like that was a legit option for that nigga.
And he
literally went there.
He look, once again, you can go there, and hey, look, you can do as you please, bro. But hating on Asuka's crazy. That's all.
You island.
I mean, what's the end goal for Goldberg, bro? That's all I like. Yeah, the nigga suck. Blase. It be like that sometimes. Nigga, what's your end goal for saying that about her, about your streak? One, it's fake.
Very.
A fake streak. What do you gain from this? Like, that's the only thing I'm looking at this is like, bro, what do you gain from Asuka? What she say to you in the back that makes you getting your panties in a bunch? Like, that's the only thing. I'm like, bro, I saw that. I'm like, bro, you make it easy for niggas to hate you.
Yeah. It's like every time he say something, it's like, bro, you don't.
Yo, why is everybody from WCW bitter?
Hey, man, it's something about that. Something about that success and the drop is very crazy, G. That's all.
These niggas made money hand over fist over there. Turner was paying them niggas like money was.
I literally gave y'all money to go home when the show went off.
Y'all was getting paid guaranteed contracts, G. y'all had juice. Y'all had juice on the card, G. That was unless you was Hulkamania.
Yeah, I ain't doing, brother.
Exactly. But hey, man, stop that hate and bitterness. Gotta stop, bro. It just do. But anywho, we got Saturday's night main event coming up this weekend, so we have to do a predictions. If not, we really wouldn't have been talking about wrestling. But as I'm trying to get this card to pop up, is this the right one? All right, cool. Thank you, because they gave me the one from years ago.
It's only 3 matches so far, or is it 4?
I believe it's 3.
I know we have Punk versus Jay for the World Heavyweight title. We have Dom versus Penta versus Rusev for the Intercontinental title. And then you have Tiffany Stratton versus Jade for the women's.
Cody and Drew going at it again.
Right. Yeah, so it's 4.
Yep. So, all right. So, yeah. So, as of right now, we're getting a 4-match special, which makes sense for this card either way. All
title matches, too. So,
hey. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna do I think this is gonna open the match. Open the card. Cody versus Drew is gonna open. I'm just gonna. Cody wins. At this point, if they want him to drop the title, I have to see it to believe it. At this point, Cody wins.
Yeah, I got Cody. Especially if they open it, I got Cody.
I'm about to fall the fuck asleep. I'm sorry for cursing too. I don't want Cody to win at this point.
Me neither. Is like I kind of want to see Drew with the belt just to add some razzle dazzle, but I have to see it to believe it. At this point,
one, we need a
shake up.
Shake up. 2, like if he beat Drew, who the heck beats Cody?
They're gonna keep saying Randy, but at this point, look, bro. Once again.
Oh, please get this story away from me, bro.
Exactly. That's just me at this point. Wrap it up with this. But hopefully Drew wins, but I gotta see it to believe it. So Cody. Moving on. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. So Jade recently went heel officially by beating the daylights out of Tiffany this past week on SmackDown. Great moment, definitely needed it. Supposedly Tiffany is nursing a knee injury, but hey, this is the perfect time. Put the belt on Jade. we'll see what happens from there. So I'm all in for Jade winning the belt here finally, and we move. Hopefully, it spices up the women's title scene in SmackDown. But that falls on Road Dogg.
I needed Jade to turn heel anyway. She's better as a heel. I literally just been waiting for her to turn heel. She's a monster. Let's pair her up with somebody like a talking head or something like that. Man or woman, I don't care. Let's do that. Let's just put this rocket strap on Jade. Make her something huge to overcome. And even when Bianca come back to confront her, let's get real crazy and put Jade over Bianca. Let's get real crazy. Let's
get all the way negative, G. Hey, look.
Negative.
I wouldn't be mad at it. Let's get negative. Let's do that. I wouldn't be mad at that. Tyler, who you got?
I got Jade. I think it's time. Heel turn was definitely needed. I think it's just time. They gotta keep moving because I feel like this will be a way for them to help start to refresh the women's division over there because they need it, bro. The women's division, the whole SmackDown division just needs something. They need to start moving in a different direction.
It's getting better. I will say that
it's getting better, but they need to keep it. This will help give it a needed boost.
Agreed. All right, then Dominic versus Penta versus Rusev. Now this is where I feel like this whole card had we already know there's going to be a new champion crowned through this card regardless. It's still a case of there's a possibility we could get 4 new champions based on how things look. This is where I feel like Dom might still come out champion through nefarious means through his Los Americanos brothers. So Dom wins, unfortunately. But I would love to see Penta get the win though. That would be really great. But I think Dom wins.
I got Dom winning. I'm enjoying his reign so far though. I like what he's doing. He doesn't necessarily need the belt anymore. He's cool with the AAA belt, I believe. But I think they're gonna wait to take that belt off of Dom. I don't see Dom losing that belt before the year is up unless he loses it to John Cena.
I kind of want Penta Rusev to win, but I agree with Tyler. I don't see them giving that title up until probably like Mania or something like that. I mean, not Mania, till Cena get it and he gets that run or something like that. Cena could do it without getting that freaking belt, but you know.
Also, while we on Cena, his last Raw is November 17th at MSG.
That's right.
So that should be cool. But I'm kind of want Dom to give up his belt at this point. I need the Judgment Day to just do different things, especially because they tag team reign was so terrible.
Why is it still a group though? I don't understand why they've dragged it out so at this point.
I feel like
JD and Finn are cool as a team themselves. Raquel and Roxanne, and you know, whenever Liv comes back into the mix, you know, whatever they decide to do, that's cool on its own. Dominic is a star on his own. He don't even need a group no more. And I think that was the Judgment Group. I will say it served its purpose all the way through. You got 3 different people over. You got Dom where he's at. You got Damian Priest to win Money in the Bank and then end up becoming world champion. Rhea, she was already a star, but I think being in that group made her a superstar. Like it served its purpose.
No, it did, and it's just it's a case of I think the Liv injury threw it off. That's all it did. I think the Liv.
They could have ended it before that.
Yeah, I agree. But once again, I think the Liv injury threw it off, and now they just trying to find a way to wrap it up. I think once again, Dom is about to separate him. The way, based on watching Raw this morning, they is slowly trying to separate them. It's just Triple H is slow dragging him like a mug. It's gonna have something to do with the Grande Americanos, though. I'm gonna put it on them. But moving on though, the main event, which is Hulk tag rope Jay and CM Punk. Look, man, CM Punk wins or we ride. Simple as that. CM Punk
Save me,
wins.
CM Punk. That's my thoughts. Save me, please.
Yeah,
Please
I don't see no other option but to put it on Punk. I don't think, because whatever this is leading up to is going to lead to Jay turning heel before the year is up. But he don't need the belt to turn heel
At all.
Bro, grab that damn tag rope, bro.
He into it with his brother right now, man. Ain't no rope to grab.
No, I don't. Nigga, y'all have the worst match in Mania history, and Snooki had a match at WrestleMania, my dog. Grab that tag rope, bro. I don't even hate Jey Uso, but like let's get all the way real, bro.
It's time, G.
It's time. It's time, bro.
Definitely.
Yo, who's the Raw Tag Team Champions?
AJ and Dragon Lee.
And Dragon Lee right now. They took it off them, which there's a rematch coming next week, but I think after that it's gonna lead to them feuding with the mini Grande Americanos, aka Dominic Tyler Bate and Bro from
Pete Dunne
in Mask. So, but he knew.
Last thing, y'all think any surprises gonna come at the end of that match?
I definitely think some type of shenanigans are going to come.
Braun Breaker and them going to really come in and try to do something. LA Knight's going to get involved. Braun Breaker is going to get involved. I wouldn't be surprised if we throw the ones up in the process too.
Oh, the tribal chief come through?
Exactly. Like it's going to be an ugly finish, but as long as that finish leads to CM Punk holding that belt, I'm happy.
I think the perfect thing to do is to give CM Punk that belt. Because you need somebody on Raw with that belt. And CM Punk is the perfect person. Unless Piss Man and Cowboy Jeans come out and stops that. So.
Please don't.
He was in that WrestleMania photo, so he ain't going away.
I know, but he don't need to show up right now.
No.
I don't know what they're going to do. I hope they give us that Gunther Brock match at Mania then.
Please. The streets need it, man. The streets need it. But hey. Anywho, that's it for wrestling. We're gonna wrap this up. We appreciate you guys as always watching, listen to us in the background, whichever. Make sure you guys comment. Make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you guys subscribe and share with your people. Let them know you rock with us. It's all greatly appreciated, you know. Make sure you check us out on the TikTok page, UTM Clips, You Tweaking Media on there. Follow us on Twitter at 3S from the Ring, 3S from the Ring. And follow the Facebook page, You Tweaking Media, on there as well. We appreciate you guys. As always, check out the other content we got. Cam got you guys up with the Gotcha. Daytrail is working on a Ghost of Yote review as well, so be on the lookout for that. And check out this past episode of Attack on Culture as well. So with that all said, peace. Salute.
Peace.
Peace out.